whatever happens in other domains, like in design or in any domain, same thing happens in web as well. So even in your web page, you can actually play with the objects, play with the components, so that whenever you hover on it, you can see some change over there, some interaction which actually creates an impact in your for the end user. So that's why I think now everyone is using big screens. Everyone is having HD devices. So animations these days play a big role in your product. So first of all, why do we need this? I explained already. So it depends on what type of product you have, what type of interactions you need to, and how components in your project. So instead of keeping just like a static one, you can actually add small interactions, not very huge, not very complex, but minimalistic CSS animations you can add in your project. Basically, tracking the time frame of that particular animation. One object is moving from A to B, and you have to capture at the beginning what is the behavior of that object, what color that object will be, and at the end what that object will be, what will be the placement of that object, what will be the color. You can play with all the CSS properties of that animation between that time frame. So this is all about keyframe. So it is very simplistic word, just like real life, and you can actually extract that key. Key is nothing but the unit of that particular animation. So you can change the width property, height property, color, or whatever CSS property an object possesses can be changed during that keyframe. So you can go from 0 to 25%, 25 to 50, 50 to 75, and 75 to 100, where 0 and 100 are the starting and the ending of that particular animation. And coming to the delay, okay, let's say you don't have to start the animation immediately. So you don't want to just start it right when the page loads or right when the user goes to that section. So you want to add some delay to the starting point. So their animation delay property is useful. Iteration count. How many times this animation should iterate? Is it one time, two times, or infinitely? Let's say animation duration is for 4 seconds and you have added a delay of 2 seconds. So total animation time is now 6 seconds, right? So after 6 seconds, ideally the animation will stop. But you have to, like, maybe you can say the loader, right? In the most website we have loader. So until the page loads, you have to keep that animation going on. So at every website we see loaders these days. So you can mention there how many times infinitely, finitely you can declare it there. So that's all about animation count.
Animation direction property specifies whether an animation should be played forward, backward, or in an alternate cycle. So animation direction properties can have following values like normal, reverse. So normal animation is played as a normal forward, which is default, and reverse it is played in a reverse direction, which is backward. So an alternate means randomly it played forward first and then backward. So an alternate reverse, there is another values which is played backward first and then after it will be played forward. So animation timing function property specifies the speed curve of the animation. So for example, like ease linear, ease in out, and cubic Bezier. So cubic Bezier means which lets you define your own values in a cubic Bezier function. So easy means animation which is slow, which starts slow, and linear means animation speeds which speeds up to the end. And what is ease out? So ease out specifies an animation which will be getting slow at the end. And animation field mode property specifies a style uh, for the target element when the animation is not playing. So before it starts or after it ends or both. So it includes values like non, forward, backward, and both. HTML. Let's make some head and let's give some title about our Aviyel animation session. So yeah, yes, and let's give it some style. Let's give it a box sizing of border box. Yes, and after that HTML. So this is just a boilerplate. So items. This is center and background color is equals to, let's say, purple, and let's say display is equals to flex, and so let me remind you that this is not an fully fledged CSS course. This is just an animation session. So let's give it in the center. Let's give a margin 0. Sorry, margin 0 and padding of 0. PHP executive. This will and inside that let's give some div.
Make a box, something like that.
So yeah, I think we should just start directly animating our box ideas.
Yeah.
So let's get started. Background, let's give some here, UTXR, display flex, justify content, yes, center, margin 0. Let's give a min height of let's say 100 bs, and heading of 0, yeah. And after that, let's give a width of 100 pixels. Yes. And after that, let's paint some div. So background color is equals to, let's say,
white,
green or white. Okay, white, and height of 100 pixel and width of 100 pixel. And after that, let's do some software animation. Let's say animation just to spin and rotate. Let's say rotation rotate the box. Let's suppose let's say animation duration. Let's give an animation duration of 5 seconds. After that, so the format of keyframes is something like
at the rate
keyframes and the name and keyframe selector, and it goes something like CSS, and here's the styles of simple styles. So this is the basic. So I'll do the animation part here. So let's start. So at the rate keyframes, and you give the name of the animation, something like this, and after and we'll specify from. So let's transform. Let's transform to let's rotate rotate to 0 degree, 0 degrees. From to transform. Let's transform and rotate. Rotate. Let's say 360 degree. Yes. So it's working. So this is our first animation. So this is how you rotate your box. Animation, yeah, this one I was searching. Yes. So let's refresh it. You can see this. You can track your animation. You can see that. So I guess that's animation section. Square animation. Okay, I'll see from start. Box sizing, it's fine. DIV, we need to edit some stuff. So let's add height or border radius of 100%. So it's like this. So let's give it of 50 px, save it. And after that animation, move the circle animation, let's say. Now let's save it, and after that let's give an transform and translate. It's 100% and minus 1%. Is it working? Transform 100%, and let's give it. Width is already defined. It's fine. Your animation, you go, and animation name, animation, let's say move the circle, duration 5 seconds. Let's edit the keyframes. So it's not rotate the box, it's move the circle, and let's say Let's try out new. It's 0%, 100%. So transform and translate minus 100%, minus 100%. So let's give it a 25%. Let's transform, translate and after 25% let's give it 50%. Transform, translate and after that let's give 75%. This one after 75 let's give 100%. This one 100% to negative 100%, 100% to positive 100%. So, we don't need this. Please. Animation duration. If you get stuck, you can Google it. Can you guys hear me? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll lower down the volume. Now?
You can do it now. Because
You
can keep your voice high.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where was I? This this one. So let's say 100%, 100%. 100%. Yeah. So it worked. So let's try the same stuff and let's cut it and let's paste it on the and let's save it and let's refresh it. So you can click on the animation and you can view the cycles of animation. So let me repeat you. So open the More Tool section and head over to Animation on the Developer tool of Chrome. So after that, you have completed the transform, translate stuff. So we have covered transform, translate stuff. Animation, iteration. Count. So let's remove this all. Let's start. So first step, box sizing, border box. And after that, let's style our HTML and body. Let's align items to center of the screen and let's give a background of let's say maroon. No, let's do and lime green. Yes, lime green. Background lime green. Why is it? And let's display flex, and after that give a margin of 0 to remove all the margin and padding to 0 to remove all the padding, and width of 100 viewport width, and finally height of 100 viewport height. So that means full screen. After that, let's style our div. For styling our div, let's give the background color of, let's say, pink. Background color of pink, and let's give a height of 100 pixel. Okay, 100 pixel, and width of 100 pixel. So yeah, we are done. Justify icon, so we have to place it in the center. So for that we need justify content center. Should work. Yeah, it worked. So let's use animation iteration count. So for that, let's add let's animation name. So let's name the animation. We'll be repeating the same as previous. Let's rotate, rotate, and let's give the animation duration of let's say 3 seconds, and animation iteration count of infinite. Infinite. What? INFINITE. So infinite. And now let's do some animation to that box stuff. So keyframes, and the name of the animation, and after that from where the animation starts. So let's transform, and let's rotate it to 0 degree as previous, and from to, or you can give 0% to 100%, or whatever you like. Transform, and let's say rotate to 360 degree. Why is not working? It's working. So infinite. So 3 seconds is animation duration. Let's create one div. Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Let's copy it. Ctrl V, Ctrl V, Ctrl V. So let's say this is EAS is. I think we should copy it. Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Yeah, I think it worked. So this is in, this is out, this is in out, and this is or not in here. So I think, and that's pretty much how. Hey, we also need cubic Bezier. So cubic Bezier. So let me check it. Cubic Bezier. It's it, right? Yeah, cubic Bezier. So of div. What we'll be covering? We'll be covering steps. So I think it's pretty much. So let's start. So let's start from first. Let's box sizing. I think I say Control G. Box sizing border box and alignment center. Okay, I'll do from here. I did it from here. Let's HTML and body. Let's align item center and justify instead of justify. Let's flex period. Let's give a background of let's say CSS background, CSS gradient background. Let's search one. Let's create one background. This one seems. This one seems awesome. So I think background. Okay, copy to clipboard. Let's copy pasta. Let's copy pasta. Yes. Wait. Give me 5 seconds. Yes. Copy pasta. Okay. So now let's display it flex and give a margin of 0, padding of 0, and after that let's give a width of 100 viewport width and height of 100 viewport height. Wait, is it working? And let's give a height of GST height of 1. Let's give a minimum height of 100 people height, and after that let's start our div. You can give a class name too, but I'm simply showing you how to manipulate div. Align items to center. Let's align items to center and give a background color of background color of the box. I think we should give this